multimillionaires for the past 20 plus years. Like, y'all not in the hood no more. You not like, why are you still talking this street shit? You know what I'm saying? The biggest street shit you see is when you go to pick up your newspaper in your driveway and a motherfucker speeds past you and gives you the middle finger or something. Like, why do we still accept these artists, doing what they're doing, like such as a Pusha T? And the excuse of Pusha T is that he's sort of like a film producer that's painting these pictures, but you're putting it off as a reality. So
This is SouLivate.
D1 has recently made a post bringing up a very interesting fact that for the first time in 20 years, there is not one hip-hop song on the Billboard Top 100 list. And he's saying that he's happy about it. He's saying it happened because hip-hop is becoming more and more consumerism and demonic and evil, and like all we're doing is glorifying the evil. So what do you think about that two-side question that for the first time in 20 years, not one song, not one hip-hop song is on the Billboard Top 100, and the fact that the game is becoming so evil, man?
It's warranted. It's warranted. You know what I mean? Something that influences children should not be evil, yo. Yo, it's ill. They asked Nipsey Hussle a question, right? And it was like, why you say these, he in the song, rap niggas. He said, I ain't nothing like these weirdo rap niggas, something like that. And he was like, why you say that? He was like, cuz when I was growing up, you could listen to Pac or Nas and them, and if you didn't have parents, their music can raise you.
Yeah.
And give you like a proper mindset. He said this modern music can't raise you. It's gonna turn you to a crash out.
Wow.
So it's true, yo. If that's the shit that they putting out, then yeah, no people, yo, son, think about it. Even the drill music, only kids listen to it.
Yeah.
No person with a firm mind can listen to that and be like, oh, this is dope. It's nonsense.
Yeah.
Who the fuck want to hear about killing all day? And then you're crying, oh, RIP this person, RIP this person. But then you're like, you know what I mean? Oh, I'm about to go drill. Like, shut the fuck up, yo. For real, son. Like, niggas don't even get into beef over real shit no more. Just dumb shit.
Yeah, man. So, you know what's crazy? Because I made this argument on this podcast because there's a big conversation going on that, look, parents should be the one responsible for what their child is consuming, listening to, and it's the job of the parents to guide, the children. But I always say this, well, what about all the fatherless children? Like, to us, a Nas was a father figure. You know what I'm saying? A Tupac was a father figure. Like, so I always go back to the, like, okay, yeah, it's the parents, it's the, the community and everything. But should we as artists be responsible for what the children are consuming?
Yes, because we're creating an art that we're putting out for them to listen to, or them to see, or for them to experience. So yes, you know what I mean? Of course, yo, it's preposterous to create like an art or music, you know what I mean, that you expect someone to listen to, but then you don't hold yourself accountable on what you're saying or what you're doing. Like, that's why son, like, I'm over this industry, son. Real shit, yo. I'm over it, yo. And I've been like poor so long that it's just like, yo, I'm cool. Like, me and my wife back together, I'm cool. I could just be a normal person and just go record and be happy, bro. For real, they can have this fame shit. This world is already just evil anyway, yo. Or For real,
So
all these niggas want to be. And then, like, I remember back in the days, like, they used to say diamonds are a girl's best friend. Now
mm,
all these grown ass men just running around with all these diamonds on like fucking women, yo.
crazy.
Like, what the fuck, yo? Niggas wearing big ass chains with all diamonds in it. Like, oh, come look at me. Like a bunch of fucking bitches, bro. For
Yo,
real, diamonds are for women. It's not for men, yo.
you
For
know,
real,
you
I don't
know,
even wear earrings, son.
what's it's brings up a funny story, right? Again, I'm gonna have to put on blast 50 Cent. Um, he bought a shit, man. What was the watch? So I'm not shit. I can't remember. It wasn't a Patek Philippe, but it was one of these, real like Swiss made movements, like a watch that watch connoisseurs will appreciate. So what he did, he came to the shop and he said, "Yo, flood it all with diamonds."
Oh, here we go.
To the
You see,
point,
but 50, my nigga, like
to the
that,
point,
that's not cool though. That
to
all
the
that I don't agree with men wearing diamonds.
to the point where you can't see the actual face of the watch. You know what's crazy what you say, like in the Slavic culture, so what we believe is that the diamonds are the souls that got punished, and now they reincarnated
Damn,
into the carbon form, and that's why diamonds have always had like this super negative energy around it, as far as war and
that's crazy, yo.
conflict. And yeah, it's crazy that you say that, but my question is this: since not one hip-hop song made it to the billboards top 100 this time, do you think the masses are getting over hip-hop finally?
I don't think so. I think they're waiting for real hip hop, or else Griselda would have never blew up.
What do you feel about Griselda? Because all it is too is these drug stories too, man. If you listen
I
to
don't
them,
like that either. I don't like that either. I don't like that at all. But yo, okay, I'm a, and it's no excuse for it, but it's like Richard, our friend. Richard
mhm,
grew up in Buffalo, and we grew up with him. That's why I said in the song I sent you, I grew up with a Buffalo nigga. So
yeah,
it's only right these Buffalonians inspire me in my lonely life. You know what I mean? I'm talking about Griselda. Like, it makes sense that it was a bunch of Buffalo niggas that made me
yeah,
want to rap again. You know what I mean? So it's
mhm,
like, but all that drug, it's lack of artistry.
right,
It's a
right.
bunch of niggas who are like dope MCs, but that's what blew them up, and they don't want to take. That's why Tupac was pivotal, son. Tupac was pivotal, son. Tupac took chances, yo. He made Brenda's Got a Baby, Dear Mama. You know what I mean? That's why Tupac is the greatest.
Well, that's
Heard
my
up.
favorite. That's my favorite rapper.
For
So,
real, yo.
staying on that subject, a very exciting thing for me personally happened lately was that the Clips finally made an album together in all these years, right? Menace and Pusha
No.
T.
What was exciting was that Malice came back.
Right, right,
Because
right, right.
Pusha T keep rapping all that drug shit. That shit
Exactly.
corny.
Exactly. So that's my whole thing is, again, right? Like, we like Pusha T. And look, I said this, I made shorts about it. I said it on the video. I'm like, look, let's keep it trilly, right? Like, you motherfuckers have been multimillionaires for the past 20 years, 20 plus years. Like, y'all not in the hood no more. You not, like, why are you still talking this street shit? You know what I'm saying? The biggest street shit you see is when you go to pick up your newspaper in your driveway and a motherfucker speeds past you and gives you the
Mm.
middle finger or something. Like, why do we still accept these artists, doing what they're doing, like such as a Pusha T? And the excuse of Pusha T is that he's sort of like a film producer that's painting these pictures, but you're putting it off as a reality. So,
Okay, I got the answer.
uh,
You know why? Because like the real, it's like when all them rappers is out. Dougie Fresh, all them niggas was out. and they were just doing raw bass, all of them. They was doing that shit, and then Nas dropped. A real artist came out, and he shut everything down. But the problem is now hip hop became so big that they have a way to block the real artistry. So it's just gonna take a point where a real artist come out and show the world like this is what hip hop is. You know what I'm saying? And that's it, yo. Like, look at all these girls, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look at Cardi B, all them talking about pussy all day and all this shit. And then there was a conversation on Joe Budden podcast. There was like, who's the best female MC? Oh, like Nicki Minaj, and this person. And then someone was like, what about Lauryn Hill? And Joe Budden was like, nah, that's the GOAT. We ain't even putting her in this list. Because you can't compare them to her.
You can't.
You know what I'm saying? You can't compare a rapper to an artist.
Wow, that's another quote, yo. You've been saying a lot of quotables today, man.
For real, son, you can't, yo. Even like on the Cam shit, the talk with Flea, where they talking with Max B, he's like, nah, Max, you not a rapper, you an artist, nigga. You sing, you make R&B, you rap, all that. He's like, I don't look at you like a rapper, because he's not. That's why I keep bigging him up, yo. Like I'm listening to him, and you know me, I study music. Nigga, I listen to Billie Holiday. That's from the 1930s.
Yo,
the big band era. That's from the 1920s, 1910s. I listen to Mozart, Beethoven, all that.
Listen, I gotta say this, man. A lot of times, sometimes Alpha would play something in the whip when we all driving, we smoking up and shit. We all turned into Alpha like, what the fuck? But he was teaching us to appreciate music. Like, you got me to appreciate Sade. You know what I'm saying? You got me to expand, because I'm such a, rapper like my whole life. But yeah, you did this to us. You expanded our vision on music. Alpha, my brother, we've been here for like almost 2 hours. I cannot appreciate you enough.
Yo, my wife is so mad right now, son.
I'm sorry. I got a couple more questions and I'm gonna get you out of here. I really appreciate
it's all
you.
good. I have to like do a screen record.
Yo,
because she just called me, like, and I'm like, yo, I'm still on the pod. I have to screen record so she could see we still talking, so she wouldn't get mad.
Nah, we're gonna send her this shit, and I appreciate you so much. And SouLivate
you too. I appreciate you too, and I love you, yo.
I love you, my brother. Yo, I got a couple more questions for you. So first of all, a very big, crazy thing happened when Kanye West came out with a KKK cape on, but it was all black and leather. What do you think about that, man?
To be honest, like, he's such a genius. I wouldn't even have an opinion on that until I spoke to him. He's so smart. Like, nah, yo, he's intelligent. No, he's wise. Word up, yo. Kanye is like Tupac that's not trying to be gangster. Word up. Like, yo, he's so smart. Like, when he do certain shit, I can't look at it and be like, oh, that's stupid. Because I'll be like, when the nigga finally talk about it, everything he say makes sense. So it's like, that's something. But, like, I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the price of fucking fame, son. You know what I'm saying? Price of fame, like.
Because here's my opinion, and I want to know what you think about it. So first of all, I think from a symbolic gesture, I think that this was like, American black people taking the N-word and flipping it. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that was him saying, look, this was associated with hatred and all of this, and I'm gonna flip it on you. Then there's a second side to it, which is Kanye, I think, is the master marketer that he is. You know what I'm saying? That he knows how to market. He knows how to have everybody talk about him again. The biggest criticism I have of Kanye, and again, I want to know your opinion on all this, is that he at one point started speaking about Jesus, and he had his own church and everybody was rocking white, and he even made an album where like he didn't curse on it or whatever. And then in the same like couple days later, he comes out with a song with Lil Pimp or Lil Pump, sorry, said Lil Pimp. Lil Pump with the hose and shit. Hose, hose,
So
hose.
that big joint on,
Yeah,
or he
so
had that big like sweater or whatever.
yeah, so that's it's a three-sided question, but what do you think about that? Is he really like true, or is he just devilishly super clever marketer, and he's on the other side, like he's on the evil side?
Yeah, but in the Bible it say like there's a story in the Bible where they come to Christ and they're like, there's somebody running around preaching in your name, trying to heal people. And Christ was like, but if he's preaching in my name, what's the problem? So basically what I'm saying is if Kanye, like no matter all his antics, but if he's telling the truth, then that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like you could do all his antics, but you could do all your dumb antics and then say some wicked shit. But he ain't doing that and then saying wicked shit. He's doing that and then telling the truth. He know
Okay.
people don't want to hear the truth, but he still keeps speaking the truth. So it's like, okay, he ain't lose his soul, yo.
So if he's bigging up Christ in one song, and then if he's bigging up hoism, let's say like that, in another song, you saying that that's still okay?
No, but you got to look at his life, son. Like, this is a kid who spent fucking summers in his room locked making beats, never got attention, just found out like he went through some shit when he was a kid. Like, I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would like my sister always write me like, I know I just put up a lyric and my sister, I know she's dying to tell me like, what the fuck? I wrote a song, I'm like Sinatra shit, singing at the opera. I roll with gangsters, sort of like the mafia. But it's like, this is shit that like, it's my life. And I'm not bragging about it, but it's my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not sitting here trying to be like, oh, I'm against. And then I don't even say I'm against it. I roll with gangsters, sort of like the mafia. Dollars in this bitch with a couple of ones. My niggas sell drugs, shoot, stab, all the above. I'm just a good kid. The one who found the way out, waiting on my wife any day now. You feel me?
Yeah, but you're at least giving us these lessons. You're letting us know that this is something I've been through, but here's a lesson. You know what I'm saying?
But
Whereas opposed to, Kanye straight up glorifying hoism, let's say. And we know how detrimental that is to the young females these days.
then he shouldn't be heard. Like Cat
Gotcha.
Williams said, it's either God's side or the other
Yeah,
side. And we're on
exactly.
God's side, so we don't fuck with the other side.
Exactly. That's what I'm about. Like, all right, so boom, two last questions, get you out of here. Thank you again. So um
Thank you.
since you had the top five rappers of all time, top at
No,
least
that don't forget it's
today.
interchangeable.
Today, yeah, today.
Okay, bet,
I
bet, bet.
understand. Yeah. But so at least top three hip hop albums of all time.
Okay. Illmatic,
Number one.
Nas Illmatic, J. Cole, Forest Hills 2014.
Mhm.
Forest Hills Drive 2014. And let me see. What's the third one? Hmm. Hmm. Stillmatic, Nas.
Wow. Wow. One, two, and three. Wow. Okay. And is that interchangeable or is that solid?
Nah, that's
Okay.
definite.
Okay. Yeah, Stillmatic was actually how when we met. This was our like that was our album and shit, man.
Yeah,
We the flyest gangsters. We was in that
yeah. Word
that
up.
that
I'm
flick.
right into that to the intro. That's what
Crazy.
I just spit. That Sinatra shit singing at the opera. That's to the Stillmatic intro.
That is so impactful to me, man. All right, yo. So Alpha, the greatest lyricist of all time, one of the greatest music makers of all time. The ear that you have is unmatched. It's unparalleled.
Thank you.
We talked about how back in the day we used to chase music, right? I'm getting a feeling right now, like, and I've been getting this feeling ever since you sent me the last track, is that music is about to start chasing alpha. So here's my question.
Mm.
When music starts chasing alpha, will you give in? Will you give the world, because again, remember, like, your artistry, it's a gift, but it's not only your gift. It belongs to you, but yet it belongs to all of us. So
Hmm.
when music really chases you and presses you, will you give in? Will you give the world what we've been missing all these years, man?
It depends, son. Like my wife sacrificed so much for me. Even like when I was getting deported, she came to court and testified, and we weren't even dating. And she even told the judge, she was like, all he does is just his music, but I can't stop him because he's been doing it since he was like 14. And she was like, I just got tired. We went through so much shit because of it. So it's like now, like I'll be on the phone with her and like I'll hear a beat in my head. I'm like, yo, I want to go right. Well, I'm pondering this beat. And I'm like, damn, I'm about to make this mistake again. Like putting her second to the music, whereas the music is gonna find its own time because it comes from God. You know what I mean? So God's not gonna let me like hurt her. Just, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna make it coincide. So it's like I don't care about the music, I care about, but the fame I don't care about. So like, and she knows that, yo. Like me and her were on the phone yesterday for like 13 hours, son. You know what I mean? She fell asleep and I couldn't sleep because I had that beat in my head and I'm just watching her sleep. So I'm just like writing, you know what I'm saying? It was like, when the music come, it come, yo. Like anything, like this is my career. So it's like, okay, I'll be able to help my family, but I'm not that type of nigga that you gonna see me go and perform 350 days a year, yo. No, I might go perform every weekend. Nigga, I want to chill with my kids, yo. You know what I mean? I'm a family man, yo. For real. I'm not a rapper, I'm a poet. For real. Yo, they can have that, yo. Michael Jackson said it. He said, yo, like, don't be in their face every day. Disappear. Then come back when you're ready. For real, like, I don't know, son. That's why I'm so iffy. Like, and y'all been crying a lot because it's like I'm just getting better. I'm getting better. And I'm like, oh, this shit is about to happen. Like I could feel it. It's about to
Mhm.
happen. I'm like, and it's funny, it's about to happen when I don't want it now.
That's crazy.
You know what
Totally,
I'm
like,
saying? Like now I don't want the merchandise. I just want the art. You feel me? Word. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And it's just like I feel it. Everyone's changing, son. These few songs I just put out, people that don't even talk to me, like calling me.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like it should, and I'm just like, this is why God, like, that's why the Stillmatic intro is so dope. Remember, he said, I woke up out of that grave,
Yeah.
wiping the dirt off my shirt. You know what I mean? It's like I just came out of the grave where everyone gave up on me. But God knew what he was doing. He showed me everyone. You know what I'm saying? He showed me everyone. So I'm like, all right, I know who's who. All right. So now that it's about to happen, I'm just like, and it's not exciting, yo. It's really painful, son.
Mm.
It's really painful. You know what I'm saying? Painful. I got enemies from music. You know what I mean? Like all kind of shit. This shit ain't cool, yo. Niggas think this rap shit is cool. Being trying to be famous is cool. That shit is deadly, bro. That's why I told my niece, I'm like, yo, the price of beauty is attention. And I'm like, you haven't seen the evil side of attention yet. You know what I
Mm.
mean? For
Yeah, man,
real.
it definitely birthed a lot of negativity, but I really pray that, we get to hear the alpha, that you are, because again, you are such a big blessing and a gift, to the whole world, to know you, the
You
the
too,
people
son.
the people that you have impacted.
Oh, that's a song, Burning Hall.
Oh shit.
That's
Okay,
my
yeah, yeah,
favorite song that you made, Burning Hall.
Yeah, I remember that
That's
shit.
my shit, son.
Yeah, it
Me
was
and Droop would be like, because I would take my car to Droop because he didn't have a car. And you know, Droop used to grind and he would need a car. So I would leave work in Horsham, PA and go to NY. And Droop be in the car and we'd just be playing Burning Hall. It'd be raining. And he's like, yo, this shit sound different, son.
yeah, it was to that Arab music. But you know, and thank you, man. That means the world to me. Whenever like you tell me like that's like to to somebody like a Michael Jackson telling him like, yo, your shit is hot. Like to me, that's I jump out of the fucking pants when I hear that. But yo, and I don't want to say pause because I think saying pause is so gay. But what I mean is they say in the UK, like I jumped out of my trousers. Like that's
Yeah.
you're
Yo, I
excited.
remember what you told me when I lived with you. You were like, you and your mom, you're like, you're tall and you got small feet. And then you were like, yo, in Ukraine, that means you're royalty.
Royal blood, yeah, yeah.
Word up. And then you're like, I had this thing on my hair, and your mom looked at it and she was like, that means you're gonna get married twice. No, and it's funny, me and Carol about to get married again.
Yo, congratulations. That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful, man. I'm really
Mm.
happy. Like you always told me that, yo, you need to get married. Like love will change like your life. And I wasn't, understanding what you talked about until it happened to me. And
Mm.
I will say this a million times publicly, wherever, that my wife saved my life. Like she,
She did, nigga. I
completely.
know. I'll be watching you. I'm like, look at
Yeah.
fucking Nas, yo.
Yeah, she saved my life, man. She gave me
And
that's
for the record, his name is Nazar,
yeah.
but it means the sun. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or
a lot of people say like, "Oh, that's my best friend, that's my home." Like she is all of that, but to me like that's my air, that's like the sun that I
that's your
see in the morning.
soulmate.
Like, yeah, exactly.
Yo,
That's
I had a dream, right?
yeah.
In my dream, God showed me how he created the angels and he made them in tubes.
Wow.
Heard up. He had it's like this disc. It was made of some metal. It was like gold, silver, and like platinum. And he would strike it against this stone that was like marble and granite. And when he would strike it, then like two like angels would appear.
Yeah, you have these you always had these crazy prophetic dreams. Um so Alpha, yeah, so I really going back to what I was trying to say is that I really pray that once the music starts chasing you, and I see it happening right now, that you will find that beautiful balance where you can give us that gift of alpha, because I think there's so because I think it's very needed, especially with now D1 saying that hip hop is not on the top 100. And it doesn't even have to be hip hop. Whatever you do, I'm fine with that. But I think that it's much needed. We need that breath of fresh air. I think the world is, you know, yearning for that breath of fresh air, man. So I really pray that all the stars align in a way where you can give us that alpha. So alpha, this was one of the greatest. This was the
Hold on.
greatest.
I got an answer for you real quick. You just taught me something. It's like my anguish and all my pain makes me like want to relinquish it, but it's like I just heard my conscience and it was like when it comes, just appreciate it.
Mm. And I have to say, I'm really glad that you're crying. I went through that too about some months ago. And I think when I don't think I know, that's when you're purifying is when you cry.
Mm.
All the men out there, don't be afraid to cry, like because we
Hell
come
nah,
from
yo.
we come from the streets, that machismo like attitude
Nah,
and
niggas is
everything.
gangsters, son.
Yeah.
Word up, yo.
Yeah,
For real.
you don't be afraid to cry because that's when purity comes. You need to cry. We do a lot of the dumb shit because we don't cry. That's one thing that
Mm.
women don't stop themselves. They purify themselves when they cry.
Mm.
And we keep bottling it in and shit, and then we go out and we do dumb shit, man. Like, you know what I mean? So
Exactly.
don't be afraid to cry. Alpha, you are the greatest of all time in my
Yo,
eyes.
no,
You
we
always
are, son. Because we
you
all
the
taught each other.
you the biggest inspiration. I'm so happy to hear new music from you. So this was the
Thank you.
This was the SouLivate Podcast. This is where we get our soul on. This
Nice.
is
Yo, and you look good, son. You got the
yo,
shades on, looking
you look
fly as shit.
like you know what it is? I'll tell you what it is because we have the other podcast, which is the Prove to Me That You're Alive podcast. So I figured that
Mm,
they have to look different in the way like I dress up,
mm.
whatever, right? So but this is where we get our soul on. This is where we soul
Nice.
off. Like instead of showing off, we soul off. And this
Nice.
and this is where we never sold out. And shout out to my brother Joseph Wooten, one of the greatest musicians in American, pop culture, man. He's from the Wooten brothers. He's from the Steve Miller band, and he's a dear friend of the Soul of Eight podcast. And he's
Nice.
he's called the Hands of Soul. And when he heard us, our coin terms, he really liked that. And the reason I'm saying that is because y'all can see that with Alpha coming here and being so transparent, being so honest, this is where we soul off, man. Instead of
Nice.
showing off, we soul off and we never soul out. So Alpha, I will let you take us out of here, man. Maybe you have some, words of wisdom for the young ones or for the people or for whatever. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna thank you, and I'm gonna let you take us out of here, man.
I'm gonna just say like what I tell Jubilee, like when I walk her to school every morning and shit when I'm with her, and I'll text her when I'm not with her. I say, yo, have integrity. That means do the right thing when no one's looking. I say, have honor, have humility, have faith, trust God, and love yourself.
That's so
Or
beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, this was the one, the only Alpha, man. Thank you, Alpha. Thank you, my
my
brother.
nigga
God bless
Nazar.
you.
I'll hit you later.